Kim Cattrall is one of the most beloved stars in Sex and the City. Most people don't know that her time on the show took a heavy toll on the actress's personal life. In fact, Kim confessed her time as Samantha Jones was the reason her third marriage crumbled and why she didn't have children. With 3 failed marriages behind her, it seems as though Cattrall has finally found love, and he ticks every box she could have ever dreamed of. Stay tuned while we dive into Kim's love life, why her marriage has never worked out, and how she's finally found the man of her dreams.
I support you, and honey, these bitches need to be put in their places.
Kim Cattrall is happier than ever when it comes to her relationship with Russell Thomas over the last 6 years.
I mean, we have gotten to know each other intimately. We keep coming back, and we love each other.
The 66-year-old actress gushed over her 52-year-old boyfriend Russell in a way that would have left Samantha Jones rolling her eyes. The couple has been fairly private about their relationship over their last 6 years together. Kim hasn't been seriously linked to anyone since her last marriage to Mark Levinson came to an end in 2004. However, after 3 failed marriages, Cattrall confessed that Thomas was worth waiting for. Kim and Russell first met in 2016 while he was working at the BBC. The actress, who was born in Liverpool, immediately fell at ease around Russell, who is from Kent, England, and the pair bonded through their shared UK ties. After that, Russell followed Kim on Twitter and contacted her through a direct message. Kim shared, "It's just so easy. I'm very comfortable around him," adding that when they were first introduced to one another, they both acted on gut instinct. Soon, the actress invited Russell to her house in Canada. They both knew that they kind of liked each other, and even though they had kept in touch after their first meeting, they still didn't know one another very well. The pair soon realized that they had a special spark. After only hanging out a few times and sharing a few intimate meals together, Kim suggested that Russell make a move to Canada so that they didn't have to be so far from each other.
I need to go away for a while, and I need to go home. And 2 of my homes are Canada, of course, primarily.
Russell eagerly agreed. Cattrall shared, "He came and we got along great, and we've been together ever since," describing her new beau as a firecracker with a wicked sense of humor, adding, "He's easy on the eyes." While the couple has remained private about the details of their relationship, Kim doesn't hold back on social media. The actress often shares sweet photos of the two living their most loved-up life and exuding utter happiness. She gushed, "I love him." Not only is Kim smitten with Russell, but he also checks every box that she could have asked for. She shared, "What I love about us at this moment is we have a connection. There are elements of art and war, but in a very loving way. So yes, it checks every box I've ever had and then some. So we're real good," she detailed. When it comes to their 14-year age gap, Cattrall couldn't be less fazed about it when she was asked if she saw a problem that her characters were often involved with younger men. She responded, "No, not at all. He's so gorgeous and adorable. At a certain age, people merge, don't they?" she said. Cattrall also added that she doesn't think in those terms anymore. She explained, "Maybe I've lived longer and done more things, but I don't see a difference." Since their move to Canada, it seems as if the relationship continues to go from strength to strength, even taking pride in little things like morning routines. Kim and Russell keep things simple by starting their day in a very English way, with a cup of tea together in the morning. It's pretty clear that there's nothing that they enjoy more than their quality and intimate time together. The actress still has a place in New York, but she prefers to stay at her home in Vancouver. Her mother lives there, so she also wanted to be close in case something happened. Another good thing about their decision is that they are near nature. There is a lake in front of her house, and there are areas where she can walk near nature. If there's one thing that we know for sure, Kim hasn't had an easy road to finding a stable and happy relationship.
Your relationship starts to change, and then you start to ask questions, who am I? You know, what do I want at this time in my life where I still have a lot of energy, where I'm still vital and hot.
While her career boomed following the success of Sex and the City, the actress admitted that her time on the show resulted in the failure of her third marriage to Mark Levinson. Kim was first married to Canadian writer Larry Davis from 1977 to 1979. Rather than get a divorce, the actress chose for the marriage to be annulled instead. She later married German architect Andre J. Lyson in 1982, but they eventually divorced 7 years later. Speaking of her time on Sex and the City, the actress described it as a fun and unforgettable experience. However, her work as an actor and intense schedule soon took a serious toll on her personal life, including her marriage to Mark. She confessed, "It cost me my marriage, but I was never home." Kim explained that she was never there, and Mark quickly became lonely and upset and competitive. She added, "It was really difficult. It was really hard." The actress was spending more time on set with her co-stars than she was with her real family, and it didn't take long for Mark to start resenting her. On the other hand, Cattrall felt like she didn't have much of a choice when it came to her work.
I wanted to really use my work as an actor, as an actress, to really kind of open up and understand more of what's going on for me as a woman.
Unfortunately, her ambition to become a successful actor in Hollywood meant that she would have to choose between her career and her marriage. While filming the show, Kim confessed that she felt like she had no life. She explained that she was working 18 to 19-hour days consistently, and the exhaustion that followed meant that she had no time in her life for anything else. Sadly, her intense work schedule and lack of time at home with her husband reached a breaking point. Kim and Mark divorced in 2004, leaving the actress single and alone once again. Cattrall experienced her third divorce at the same time the Sex and the City series came to an end.
I took that as an opportunity to think to myself, wow, I'll be free to do something else.
Around that time, Cattrall's father got diagnosed with dementia, further worsening an already nightmare of a year. The actress also opened up about her battle with chronic insomnia. Kim described the sleep disorder as a tsunami that quickly became an all-consuming problem in her life. For a long time, the actress enjoyed her time as a single woman and didn't spend much time dating. Following her third divorce, the actress had a string of failed relationships with A-listers like Pierre Trudeau, the former Canadian Prime Minister, actor Daniel Benzali, and musician Gerald Casale. She also enjoyed a surprising romance with chef Alan Wise, who was 22 years her junior. The couple dated for 4 years before their eventual split. Cattrall has no kids from any of her previous relationships. The actress opened up about her decision to postpone any plans of having children in an interview, explaining that she considered having kids during her third marriage. However, by then she was already in her early 40s, and getting pregnant would mean she would have to go through several cycles of IVF treatments. However, combining IVF with her role in Sex and the City and the hectic shooting schedule seemed incredibly daunting, if not impossible. So she decided that it would be better not to have children. Despite not having kids, the icon found an avenue to explore her maternal side by mentoring young actresses. She admitted that being able to give guidance to fellow actors has given her all the fulfillment she needed. She shared, "There was a really wonderful outcome that I could be a mother in a different way, and using my work to do that has been really satisfying." Since the actress has been dating Russell, having children is still not part of her plan. The couple is perfectly content with each other, and it seems they have no plans to add another family member. And Kim doesn't have a problem with that. She explained, "I have a place to be a mom here. Not a biological mom, but a mom and an auntie and a friend." After everything that Kim has had to go through in her life, we are so glad to see her happy and in love. While it's unfortunate that her marriage never worked, it seems like it was all for the best. There's no doubt that the actress had a tough time finding the right man who'd understand her and give her everything that she needs. But it seems like Russell Thomas couldn't be more perfect. We only wish the best for Kim and Russell, and we can't wait to see where their love takes them in the future. Be well and be kind.